Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hey everybody, hello!
How's everyone doing? I hope you're all well.
Most importantly, how's Benjamin doing?
Benjamin looks good apparently.
Hell yeah.
I think Benjamin's doing great. He got head
Yeah.
pats on frame 1 of the stream.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Game time started.
Game time started.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot we made 2 saves.
Yeah, I
It's this
think
one.
it's the first one, yeah.
Yeah, because trial ladder 2.
Yep. Here we go.
Now then. Will the defendant, Miss Lana Sky, please take the stand? I don't remember if this was the actual voice that I did last time though.
It was to that effect.
Yeah.
Miss Lana Sky, you are the chief prosecutor. I'm sure you're aware of what is required of you.
But, Mr. Edgeworth, you already know everything. You know all that I've done these past 2 years.
Sorry. Please provide the court with your testimony, Miss Sky. And remember, you are under oath. We want to hear the truth.
Of course. The truth. Lana, no matter what happens, I'll always be your sister.
Now then, your testimony, if you will. First, tell us about your relationship with Chief Gant.
Everything hinges on your testimony. You're the only chance we have to get Gant. And in the fabrication. I worked alongside Gant for years. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. My only motivation was to get Dart convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma.
Are you sure about this testimony?
Your Honor, I'm confessing to a capital offense. Of course I'm sure. But Lana!
If this is true, then that means Chief Gant has nothing to do with this.
That's what I've been telling you from the beginning. Please, Mr. Wright. You've got to help her. She's sacrificing herself because of me. But what if she's telling the truth? She's not. I know my own sister. Whenever she speaks stiffly like that, she's hiding something inside. Deep down, she's really screaming in agony. Yeah. This is no time to start second-guessing myself.
The defense may now begin its cross-examination.
Let's check this one.
Okay. Press.
How many years exactly? Ever since I made senior detective. Let's see. I was 24 then, so that would be 5 years.
Detective Gant and Detective Sky were legendary partners. I personally saw them testify in numerous cases.
She must have been good coming from the same school as Mia. Damon Gant was a respectable detective. That's why. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. But think about it, Miss Sky. You didn't murder Detective Goodman. You told me as much yesterday in jail. You still don't get it, do you, Mr. Wright? Any testimony you cannot present in court is as useless as idle gossip. I stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. And I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. Did you do so to help your sister? Joe Dark was a serial killer. My sister almost became his last victim that day. I didn't want that incident to ruin her life. But what she did was justifiable self-defense. She wouldn't have been charged with anything. That's not the point. She was traumatized that day, all because of that creep. That's why I couldn't forgive him. Anna.
So that's why you fabricated the evidence 2 years ago?
When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. You say you did this all by yourself? Yes.
Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived at the crime scene?
It seems I was the first person to discover the scene. The broken prosecutor award knife was stuck in the victim's body. What? But Prosecutor Marshall died from an unfortunate accident. That's only a situation you dreamed was possible. The reality is, it wasn't my sister who took the prosecutor's life. Fantasize all you want, Mr. Wright, but I'll never change this statement.
You mean Prosecutor Marshall wound up being killed by Doc?
Something like that.
If that is so, what happened to the other murder weapon? Doc was carrying a switchblade knife.
Oh, that was lying on the floor a little distance away. It was probably knocked away in the struggle. That's not how it went down. She's trying to cover up her lies with more lies. All just to protect me.
Mm. So when you found the scene like this, what did you do? After all, this is what everything boils down to.
Yes. I broke off the tip of Dark's knife, planted it inside the wound, then moved the body. You planted the tip of Dark's knife in the victim's wound?
Well,
He said, and then
But
you
why?
moved the body.
Yeah.
wait, you moved the body?
But why? Why would you do that?
You, of all people, should know, Edgeworth. You've always had a good head on your shoulders. My head isn't that bad, but maybe I ought to ask for the sake of the others.
I think it's the second.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe?
Let's go with that. When you showed up on the scene, where exactly was the victim's body? It was where he deduced it was, by Chief Gant's desk.
But the body was found by your desk. Why did you move it there?
The reason for that is simple.
Let's have the witness The witness explained this in more detail. The reason Miss Sky moved the body.
The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan.
Pieces of the jar? You mean...
Yes. That wretched jar you showed us earlier. In order to show that Dark committed the crime, I felt it would be more expedient to move the body.
expedient?
Yeah.
So, when you first found the body, the jar was already...
Of course. It had been shattered to pieces. If you looked at the crime scene, it would be clear right away what happened.
Huh? Oh.
Neil Marshall was dead, and Dark was lying unconscious. In other words, the jar must have been broken during their struggle.
I see.
What's the matter, Emma?
Apparently the jar shattered at the time the crime was committed. But I have a feeling there's more to it than that.
There must be a contradiction here somewhere.
Anyway, I committed this fabrication completely alone. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma.
So you rearranged the crime scene. Are you sure you didn't do this to keep Emma from looking like the murderer?
How many times do I have to tell you, Mr. Wright? Emma didn't do it. Period.
Are you so desperate to hide that fact? You're willing to risk the death sentence?
She's lying! She did it so I wouldn't be blamed for what happened. In any case, as a prosecutor, what I've done is unpardonable. There's nothing I can do to make up for my actions. Mr. Wright! My sister's lying!
Looks like she's determined to protect you to the end. She insists she fabricated the evidence by herself.
There's no way she could have done it alone.
You've got to get Lena to talk more. If she's lying, then she's bound to slip up and make a contradiction.
Okay. There's...
Right. I think this statement is where Wright mentions a contradiction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's clear what it should be.
Let's
If you
press it
actually
again to
look.
make sure. Jar, okay. It's meant to move the body, okay. Jar was shattered. Okay. Oh,
I see.
Wish, thank you for the raid. Let me give you a shout out.
Wait. Oh.
Oh shit, welcome.
How was
Oh, hello.
your tournament, Wish? nice copy pasta.
Oh, wow. It's been
Oh,
quite
wow.
a bit. Hey, Kobis. Scraggy, Wish.
Welcome in, Raiders.
Hope everybody's tournament was good.
Hope y'all had fun. I finally caught a Mr. Throne match. He spent 5 hours playing 7-star Tech Maps as warm-up, then missed on 0-star Demon match.
Ouch.
But yeah, welcome in, Kobus, Scrags, Wish, Gozerian, Lesby. Hope you're all doing well. If you gotta do some self-care, like you gotta get food, you gotta get water, get some rest. Feel free to do so, but if you'd like to stick
Water?
around...
By the way,
I see. Yeah, have a good night, Lesby. Thank you for stopping by with the raid.
Gotta get that Krabby Patty.
bye-bye, Lesby.
Yeah, I will hydrate.
Hell yeah.
Everyone else is free to do so as well. Jar shattered. There's more to it than that. Okay. Now, what can we present?
Yeah. What?
Let's see.
Because it's... Besides the issue of I did this to protect my sister, so she was already traumatized enough. Yet here I am trying to get death sentence so she can get traumatized again.
Yeah.
It is a foolproof plan.
Nothing could go wrong. Alright, what can we... Guess we can quickly review evidence law. No evidence shall be shown without approval of the police department. Unfair evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. Okay.
I think this is we're gonna be using this in the future.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And be using it in every case moving forward.
The D-Seater one. F.
The pieces of the jar, I mean, yeah. Technically only one, but sure.
Is this what we present?
That's a very good question. But if the pieces of if the jar was broken, how it was written before?
Yeah.
How was Emma
If
written?
it was broken during the struggle before they died, how there's Emma written on it?
I wonder.
Just gonna...
We still don't know what this piece of
I'm
cloth
very
is for
lost
either.
in what could be the evidence right here.
That's a good question.
That's a good
So
question.
I might be, I might be messing up on where evidence goes to.
No, I think that's logical.
So maybe we present the jar?
Maybe.
It's relevant to the current statement, so...
It do be
True.
relevant.
It would be relevant.
Alright. Let's
What do
go
you think,
for it.
Benjamin?
Yeah, Benjamin.
Yeah. Just, you know, if she shouldn't present that, then say something.
I think Benjamin just wants more head pats.
True, true.
True. Where is it? I think it's up right, yeah. There we
Yeah.
go.
There we go.
Hell yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna try presenting the jar and see what happens.
And
Okay.
we got it right.
Miss Sky, I understand how you feel. You committed that crime 2 years ago to protect your sister.
You mean the forgery at the scene where Marshall was murdered?
If that truth were to be exposed now, the past 2 years of your life will have been in vain. Even so, I'm compelled to bring to everyone's attention a significant contradiction within your testimony.
Contradiction? My testimony?
You testified, and I quote, "The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threaten my plan."
That's right.
Do you have a problem with that?
It's a simple oversight, really. You see, a message was written on this jar with the victim's blood.
Yes. The prosecutor must have written it in his final moments.
Exactly so. And this is where the contradiction lies. In order for the victim to be able to write his message on the jar, it must not yet have been broken before he died.
So I was right.
Huh.
He couldn't have written Emma's name on a shattered jar.
Maybe you couldn't.
Neil is simply built different.
I mean, it's possible.
You're starting a new Elden Ring level 1 file. Godspeed, pass. I can't fault you for that one.
I mean, I did that to Legends Arceus two more times after my first one, so kind of understand how you mean to restart things over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Your Honor, it would appear more information is needed in regard to this jar and its bloody message. We may be missing something critical here.
Something critical?
Chief Prosecutor. It seems you're as in the dark as we are about the truth towards which we're headed.
What?
Just tell us exactly what you saw. We'll piece together the information to arrive at the truth.
Very well. The witness may now continue her testimony.
I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar. But it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered.
Oh, and it's clear. You mean you were the one who wiped away the message in blood?
I wasn't chief prosecutor at the time. She didn't think Dark was the real murderer. That's why she tried to erase the real evidence.
Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination.
I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar.
So the jar was already broken?
It's a miracle that thing hadn't broken earlier.
It certainly looks as feeble as the defense's case. Sorry.
Damn.
Not as feeble as the judge's judgment.
Agreed.
You were an ace
Legit-
detective who never missed a detail. Do you really expect us to believe you didn't investigate what was written on the jar pieces?
Normally I would have. But it was dark in the room. I didn't have time to check it out.
So you didn't know your sister's name was written on the jar?
No. If I had known, I would have gathered all the pieces and ground them to dust.
Well, that helps my case.
Lana, you'd do that for me?
It seems you two might make up yet.
Anyway, I just barely had enough time to move the body as it was.
If someone happened upon the scene, you'd lose your chance to erase the evidence. You must have been in a hurry.
I was. I knew I had to destroy the evidence before anyone came.
This is rather shocking.
To be safe, I wiped away the blood.
I'm afraid this action of yours reveals what really happened.
What do you mean?
If you really thought Dart killed Prosecutor Marshall, you wouldn't have wiped away the blood.
What else could I have done in that situation? Lana, I only had a few moments. There wasn't enough time for me to do anything else but gather up the pieces. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all.
But how could you see with the power out? It should have been pitch black in that office.
A detective is always prepared, Mr. Wright. Even now, I always carry a pocket light and a camera with me.
Fucking knife?
Yeah. Even I carry a body of emergency luminol wherever I go. I never miss anything. I got every last piece. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered.
So you illegally rearranged the crime scene?
Yes. I don't have any excuse for my actions. I'm so sorry, Lana. I didn't know. I've treated you so badly all this time.
It's not too late. There's still plenty of time to make up. After we've gotten to the bottom of this incident.
No doubt, this day will leave a permanent stain on the history of the prosecutor's office.
More contradictions have surfaced in her testimony.
Your sister's really putting up a fight. She must really care about you. Still, she's not doing this the right way.
Yeah, sorry.
I think I finally figured out the contradictions in her testimony. There's one final possibility that might turn everything around.
And it's clear what it is.
Yeah.
Speaking of the ribbon challenge, can't fucking believe she's showing off all the resort area ribbons like that.
So true.
Yeah, they look like. I do have those ribbons. They do cost a freaking fortune. So I'm sure I got them all. Yeah, it's 100% that.
I wonder how much the chief prosecutor makes a year.
Yeah, true.
Let's see. Save, wiped away the blood.
Yeah, that can be it, but there's one problem with it.
Yeah.
She's sure she got them all.
Yeah,
Are we sure about that?
I mean, clearly not, given this evidence here.
Yeah.
What else? Do we present the jar again, though?
Yes, it has to be. Final fragment found in Chief Gen's safe. So how she's sure she got them all if she didn't?
Right.
Sometimes you just gotta do double presents like that.
Yeah. And is this...
We never mentioned where we found it. The last piece of the jar, though. That's probably why.
That's true, yeah. And this wouldn't be... This wouldn't be the first time we've had to present the same piece of evidence twice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely won't be the last.
Right.
Oh, 100%.
Right, let's present it again. Miss Sky, I believe this jar conceals a truth even you were unaware of.
What?
We found the final piece of this jar in Chief Gant's safe.
In the chief's safe? But how?
I knew it. She really didn't know. There's something even more disturbing about that final piece. There was still blood on it.
But the witness just testified that she gathered every last piece and wiped the blood off of them. So she clearly didn't.
Yes, which leaves us with only one explanation. On the night Prosecutor Marshall was murdered, you were not the first one to show up on the scene. Chief Gant got there before you.
But couldn't the defendant have simply missed a piece?
I'm afraid that's unlikely. The pieces are too big for anyone to miss, let alone an ace detective.
No, she's lesbian.
So true.
That may be, but everyone makes mistakes. Even I once wasted an entire day looking for my dentures. They were in objection away, Saffron.
Have you forgotten, Your Honor?
Apparently I
When the
did.
witness arrived at the scene, the jar was already broken.
That.
There's no way a name could have been written on a shattered jar. Another person discovered the scene prior to the witness.
I hope you're not implying this person was Chief Gant. At the time he was looking for Dark downstairs. Besides, even if he was there first, why would he break the jar?
The question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide that fact for 2 years? Well, Your Honor, can you answer us that?
No.
I believe we're getting the judge's breakdown.
Wait, I'm not the one on trial here.
Damon Gant arrived at the crime scene prior to the witness.
Jesus Christ, this judge.
He proceeded to break the jar and purposefully hid one of the broken pieces. Question: what is this action called?
Fabrication of evidence.
But why would Champion do that?
In light of what happened afterwards, isn't it clear?
What happened afterwards?
Discovering the scene, Lana Skye believed her sister Emma killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gant's aid. Lending her his aid, Gant helped her create evidence that incriminated Dark, sparing Emma, and therein lies the reason. The reason why Miss Skye became the chief's puppet.
Ow.
No, I did it on my own. Please, sis, stop trying to protect the chief. I can't watch you suffer anymore for my sake. No, you didn't. It wasn't you, Emma. You didn't kill anyone. Don't believe anything Mr. Wright says. Defense attorneys make up the most foul lies to defend their clients.
Oh, you don't to attack them?
Foul lies? Imagine that coming from my own client.
Double standards.
Damn.
I guess you do seem the type who likes to twist the truth. What? Judge, what the hell?
Wait a minute. What if we're still smack dab in the middle of Gant's trap?
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright?
Lana may be right after all.
What do you mean, right?
Oh,
So, you do tell foul lies then, Mr. Wright?
that's not what he meant.
Miss Sky, please testify once more.
But,
If evidence was fabricated behind your back, then Emma's accidental killing of Prosecutor Marshall might also be a lie.
but, I do remember knocking over Mr. Marshall.
Miss Sky, if you will.
I can't.
There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. This cross-examination may not change a thing. However, there is a possibility that it will if you tell the truth.
Very well. I'll testify about what I really saw.
All right, the witness may testify once more for the final time.
Sure.
Maybe the final time,
Definitely.
right?
When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on that suit of armor's sword. Emma and Dark were lying unconscious on the floor nearby. When I saw what had happened, I thought she did it. That's why I erased all the evidence that linked her to the murder. I had Chief Gant help me remove the body from the sword and carry it. But if it all really was a fabrication, Emma might be innocent.
Unbelievable. The body was impaled on the armor sword?
You were the only one who saw that. If only you had proof.
Actually, I do have proof.
Oh,
I gave it to Mr. Wright just this morning.
What? To me?
It's a picture I took of the crime scene as I encountered it. I thought it might be needed.
But I don't remember receiving a picture like that.
Lana must have known. See, Mr. Wright? She really does have faith in you.
wait a minute. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please present this picture.
I don't remember receiving any pictures from Lana.
Lana said she gave it to you this morning, right?
I seem to remember getting something from her then.
Let's check that evidence again. Must be a picture in there somewhere.
Yeah,
I recall a book she gave us.
yeah. It has to be in there somewhere.
Alright, let's see.
Better check page by page.
Can you go to the back? Rotate,
that.
rotation.
Okay,
Is it possible to open?
maybe. Copyright PO.
Oh,
There it is.
Hey, there's a picture here.
my goodness.
Oh my. This is the actual crime scene. No other detective saw the crime scene like this. Because I contacted Criminal Affairs only after I'd rearranged everything. Mr. Wright! That piece cut out from his vest. Could that be?
The cloth we found inside Chief Gant's safe.
The other bit of evidence.
What's this?
This is a handprint, isn't it? That cloth. It had fingerprints on it. Whosever fingerprints those are must be the real murderer.
What? But
Oh, Emma.
those fingerprints... They're yours, Emma.
I'm still on the dark. How the hell those fingerprints stayed there for 2 years? But sure, let's roll with it.
Being well preserved in a safe.
Yeah. Surely,
Yeah, like you
surely a safe
just
doesn't
can
have
enter there,
oxygen
but sure.
inside. Yeah, surely there's no oxygen in a safe. Why are
Or
your lips
dust, or any particle besides the evidence itself.
Surely not.
He vacuum sealed it.
That's totally what happened. Why are your lips turning all purple, Mr. Wright?
Anyway, let's get on with the cross-examination. So long as you tell the truth, we should be able to flush out the real murderer.
Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination for the third time. Okay, sorry. Hold it! Come on, Nudgy. This is the poorest excuse for a trial I've ever seen. Oh, it's gotten too close, Gant. Chief Gant. What? Now you want make me out as the bad guy too? If so, I'd like to put in a word or two in my defense.
It was a pretty good fake out, right?
Yeah. That
I'm
was
afraid
pretty
it's
good.
too late for that.
What?
You already declined to testify. That means you've forfeited your right to make statements of any sort.
This must be that risk we were talking about earlier.
Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the sound of the noose tightening around your own neck.
Ooh. That was a good one. So what? You think I'm worried? You looked very worried there for a second. Sorry to disappoint you,
Just a bit.
but I don't need to make any statements.
What do you mean?
The evidence will do all the talking for me. Even if I can't testify, I can still present evidence. Yes, that is true. Wait, you mean you still have some conclusive evidence? No, I don't. But someone does. Someone? So, what is your excuse, Righto? Why have you been keeping quiet about it? You do have something to show us, right? Something that proves who knocked over New Marshall, causing his death. Conclusive evidence that leaves no room for doubt. Is it true, Mr. Wright?
If I show that piece of evidence now, Emma's sure to be made out as the murderer.
Mr. Wright, if you have any more evidence, present it now, and if you try to conceal anything, you will be the one appearing before the Board of Inquiries.
What do I do now? I better think this through carefully. I can't afford to make the wrong decision. Should I present that piece of evidence? One that shows who really killed Prosecutor Marshall?
I don't think we should show it here.
No, not yet.
Fuck the
Because
Board of
this is-
Inquiries.
Not because of that. Because showing the evidence sounds like what Chief Gent want us to do.
Yeah, we'd be playing right into his hands. So... yeah.
Yeah,
Go
let's
this.
go Kensho.
Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's right. It's right. I just remember why. What? You lie. Chief Gent? You opened my safe. I know you took what was inside. The conclusive evidence.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mr. Wright, why don't you show them? We found it together.
Oh, I see. It's because you know the truth, don't you? You know whose fingerprints are on it. That's why you won't present it.
What are you talking about, Chief Gant?
Can't you figure it out? Take a good look at this picture. See the victim's vest? Notice anything odd about the chest area? It looks like part... sorry. It looks like part of it's being cut out for some reason.
You mean you had this in your safe?
What? That means you, the chief of police, have been concealing evidence. This is going to be the biggest scandal in the history of the police department. Impressive. To be honest, I didn't think you had the gal, righto? Well, I can just let you pin me up. I can just let you pin me up as the murderer. I'll tell you what really happened. What? You mean you admit to it? I was the first person to arrive at the crime scene that day. It then occurred to me that I could use the situation to control Lana.
So you really were manipulating her.
I knew Lana. If I made it look like the blame lay with her sister, that when she saw the scene, she would ask me for my aid.
So you assisted Miss Sky.
I told her to arrange all the evidence. I had her plant the knife tip in the victim's body and move the body across the room.
And I ended up using that evidence to get Joe Doc convicted.
When I tampered with the crime scene, I hid 2 pieces of evidence. This was before Lana arrived at the scene, mind you.
2 pieces of evidence. You mean those items in your safe?
But why? For insurance, of course.
Insurance?
I was sure my plan would work, but it's always best to be prepared for the worst. I wasn't about to let anyone blame me for a murder that girl committed. You mean you were calculating that far ahead while forging the evidence? What do you make me take me for? A fool? didn't make police chief by dumb luck. See this jar fragment? I hid the most legible part of Emma's name. I didn't expect Lana to go and wipe the blood off all the pieces.
But if you fabricated all the evidence, what's to say you didn't fabricate the message on this jar too?
Oh ho ho ho. So people just don't know when to quit, do they? That's why I keep one more item for insurance.
You mean that piece of cloth?
Come on, Righto, cough it up already. I know you have it.
What are you waiting for, Mr. Wright?
So you admit to it then, Chief Gant? That you were hiding the cloth you cut off the victim's vest in your safe?
Yes, I admit it. I didn't want to I didn't want to have to do that, being chief and all. But it's a lot better than being portrayed as a murderer. Are you sure about that? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say for yourself? Just a moment ago, you said you didn't have any evidence you could present. Foolish move, Righto. You should have shown it then before it was too late.
It's been a long battle. The moment of truth has finally arrived. As long as I don't mess up here, victory is mine.
Should we present it now?
I mean, we couldn't... Yeah, we couldn't present it earlier because it would help Chief Gant's case. But
Not only because of
That's
that.
true, but
Let's see the court record.
was that the only reason that you couldn't present it?
well, yeah, also because of the fingerprints on it.
Not surely about that.
Yep. Not
There's
just for like the
something-
moral reason.
Yeah, not the moral reason, the more practical one. The more legal one, someone might say.
Right. So... Well, evidence for something, but what? I'm trying to figure out what sticks out here. Figure out what my next move should be.
You could read the book, that's always a good thing.
It's true. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. Alright. Right, so the police department hasn't approved hasn't approved showing this evidence.
So I
it
think
hadn't
it's I not show evidence.
Yeah,
It
I'm
hadn't-
leaning
they
I think
towards
we
that
stayed
too.
right here just for
Have they-
just in case.
So they hadn't approved They hadn't approved you showing the evidence.
Right. Yeah.
And it wasn't, and also it still didn't make it relevant.
Right. Yeah, because, like, ultimately, what does this piece of cloth have to do with it?
Essentially nothing.
Right. No! It's too late to
Also,
show
it-
the evidence now. Besides, even if I did, just expose that poor girl's fingerprints.
Right. Think hard over the circumstances.
Circumstances?
Oh yeah, it's time to present then.
I'm talking about then and now. There's one major difference between the two. Weren't you waiting for that difference?
So, Edgeworth figured out my plan.
So yeah, we have to show it right here.
Alright.
Mr. Wright, this is your only chance.
Your Honor, I do have evidence to present now.
Alright then. Let's see this conclusive evidence. The evidence that show who actually murdered Mr. Prosecutor Marshall.
Yeah, I guess we don't have a choice.
Now, yeah, so it was right. It was to show the evidence.
Alright. Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest?
Oh yes, at last you finally brought it out into the open. There's a handprint on this piece of cloth.
Your Honor, the prosecution requests that be immediately sent to the lab for analysis. This handprint on the leather. There must have been a strong impact for it to be left so clearly.
You mean?
It could not have been forged. It must be authentic, conclusive evidence.
Ho 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 ho. You're as low on the uptake as ever, Worthy.
What?
Think about it. Wright had all this time to present this evidence. Yet he was really reluctant to do so. Why would be? Well, why would that be?
You mean you already know? You know whose fingerprints are on that.
Mr. Wright, do you really know?
Whoever the fingerprints belong to must be the real murderer. Whose fingerprints are they?
Very well. I'll tell you. So, give for the hydrate, I'll take care of that. Oh boy. Alright. Let's see where this goes.
Yeah. Oh boy.
It should be okay now. Everything's proceeding as predicted.
Exactly according to Kaikaku.
Exactly.
The person to whom these fingerprints belong to is...
Oh, that's Phoenix, I see.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was a judge. So,
It
sorry,
does
this
focus
one
on him,
is
so...
you.
Whose fingies are they, Mr. Wright?
The person to whom these fingerprints belong to is... Well, I mean, there's literally nobody else it could be, so...
Yeah.
Let's go with it.
Emma? Emma Sky?
What? They're mine?
I'm sorry, Emma.
Why? Why didn't you tell me?
Oh, ho, 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 ho. You're really something, Righto. You knew this girl did it all along. And you sure tried to pin that murder on me. So it's true. Tragic, but true. This girl really did shove Prosecutor Marshall to his death. Are you sure about that?
How could you? You monster!
Miss Sky.
You knew whose fingerprints those were all along, yet you acted like she really didn't.
Miss Sky, it's not over yet.
What?
I said this trial isn't over yet.
But I'm afraid it is over. Boy, not only this trial, but your career too. So is yours, Gant. You purposely concealed this conclusive evidence. Actually, he didn't. That, my friend, is a serious offense. Sorry. I'm looking forward to pressing charges after the defendant is convicted. I'll have your badge, boy. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Aren't you going to tell us how it feels? How it feels to be the one who single-handedly turned a poor little girl into a murderer?
Before I do that, there's just one little thing I have to clear up.
Oh? And what's that?
Who really killed Prosecutor Neil Marshall?
What?
Chief Gant, you are absolutely right. This piece of cloth proves who the real murderer is. Who killed Neil Marshall, you ask?
It was Emma Sky, wasn't it?
I'm afraid that's not possible.
What do you mean you're afraid?
You see, this piece of cloth contains a critical contradiction.
What? A contradiction? What's it this fool blabbing about? Sorry, my voice just went a little bit there.
No worries. I'm talking about a contradiction. One that proves who the real killer is.
Mr. Wright, this piece of cloth. What could possibly contradict?
Chief Gant, your tyrannical reign ends here. Behold, the piece of evidence that contradicts this cloth.
What it was?
It couldn't have... Was it the photo we just got?
Photo or the
Does it
book?
contradict it?
Well, I mean... I'm not sure exactly.
I think it might be the book.
The book?
I don't know though.
Well, does it contradict the cloth?
I don't think does it?
I don't know.
Evidence shall be shown without approval, police department. I'm sure evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. I don't think it does. Also, hey, Allie.
Oh, hey, Allie.
Hey, sweetie.
Hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
Alright, I mean, we haven't presented this picture yet. And he did admit to...
We haven't?
Someone else did, yeah. Gant did, I think. Gant did admit to cutting off the piece of cloth himself, though. Not sure. But this is what I'm leaning towards. This picture, unless something else might be possible.
Is there anything in the picture that makes you think that it contradicts the cloth, and anything that doesn't seem to fit between the two?
Oh! Yeah, I think there is.
Well, let's see. Okay. Well, there's no... Okay.
Yeah, I think it is a
Oh,
picture.
yeah. Yeah, because there's no blood on it.
Nope.
Yeah, it's just a handprint. It's not no red tinge or any hint of like dried blood or anything.
And as from where it's positioned, there should have been a whole bunch of blood pouring down on it.
Yeah.
Well, and probably even a puncture wound, because it looks weird that it wasn't that he wasn't pierced over the cloth itself.
Yeah, and the back of the cloth is clean too.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be if it's part of it.
Exactly.
I see.
Yeah. All right, let's go for it.
And what exactly this is supposed to be?
This is the picture Miss Sky took. Take a good look at it. See where the piece of his vest was cut out?
Yes, his shirt is showing underneath. It's hard to make out with all the blood on his vest, though. And you just said everything, Judge.
Exactly my point. His chest is soaked with blood. That's only natural. His lungs, no doubt, were punctured. Blood poured out of his mouth.
Oh, but that piece of cloth. Wait, there's no blood on it.
Judge is surprisingly quick on the uptake.
Yeah. Since
Yeah,
Emma Sky's...
surprisingly.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Who would have guessed? Since Emma Sky's fingerprints are on this cloth, there's no doubt that she shoved the prosecutor aside. However, Mr. Marshall was not impaled on the sword at that time.
No, this is nonsense.
Now then, Chief Gant, let me ask you something. Prosecutor Marshall was not impaled when he was shoved aside.
He most likely hit his head on the ground and was knocked out.
If so, then tell me, who could it have been? Who could have arrived at the scene before Miss Lana Sky, picked up the unconscious prosecutor, and impaled him on the armor's sword?
Then, to make it look like Emma was responsible for the prosecutor's death, said person proceeded to write her name on the jar with the victim's blood. A jar that they then broke on purpose to leave behind a clue. And make Lana believe her sister did it.
Remember what you admitted only moments ago? That you personally cut out this bloodless piece of the victim's vest? Ironic, isn't it? Through the very act of creating insurance, you prove that you were the actual murderer.
No!
It's finally
Ow.
all over.
Was that objection for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. That was close, Wright. You almost had me. Then why are you sweating?
Chief not good at his job. Got him.
exaggerated.
Yeah, legit. Sorry, but you have to do better than that. I refute your allegations. What do you mean you refute his allegations? You see, that piece of cloth is illegal evidence. Actually, it isn't anymore.
Oh, isn't it? Prove it.
Order! Order! What nonsense is this? Yeah. Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a suspect. However, you just proved that it is relevant. Remember, Aji? Earlier, Wright here concealed that piece of cloth because it wasn't relevant.
Right.
So then, what's your excuse, Wright? Do you have some conclusive evidence? You do have some conclusive evidence, don't you?
Ace defective. So true.
Defective,
Damn.
nice.
Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time.
Well, that's true. The defense did refuse to present evidence because it wasn't evidence at the time.
Right.
At the moment, that piece of cloth ceased to be legal evidence.
But that's not fair.
Ho 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 ho! Did you actually think you could best me in court? Actually, we do, because we just did. It looks like the last laugh's on you, son. I'm afraid Mr. Green claim is legally correct. It isn't. Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
True. Illegal evidence cannot be to convict. Oh, hold on, it's lagging a bit.
Yeah.
True. Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a person.
Oh my
Assuming, of course, that the evidence is indeed illegal.
goodness. Hmm? Well, Mr. Wright?
It seems, at last, time for me to reveal my plan has finally arrived.
Mr. Wright, do you admit it? Do you admit to it? Did you purposely illegally conceal this piece of cloth? I did not.
He didn't. It's right there in evidence law.
Yeah.
Nothing illegal about it.
I did, Your Honor. Suck fat one.
I admit I refused to present it at one point.
Aha. So the evidence is illegal.
No, it isn't, Mr. Gant.
Huh?
It's not that I didn't present evidence then. It's that I couldn't.
What do you mean you couldn't?
There are certain procedures involved when presenting evidence.
No, Aji, don't listen to his lies. I'm the one who makes the law here. He's nothing but a coward. You can't really believe.
There is only one issue left to be resolved in this trial. Is this evidence legal or not?
Very well. Let us settle this once and for all. Earlier, you refused to present this piece of evidence. Sorry, this piece of evidence. If you can prove your conduct was not a violation of the law, then do so now. I think now we show the book.
Yep, it's right here. This is my proof, Your Honor. Evidence law.
What's this?
I've done my homework too, Chief. Chief Gant couldn't compete with the two lawyers. Is one down.
He couldn't possibly defeat them in Pride Month.
Legit. Yeah.
So true. Indeed, Emma Sky's fingerprints were on this piece of cloth. However, at that point in time, this was merely a piece of cloth, nothing more.
What?
You see, it's written right here in this book. The second rule of evidence law.
Rule number 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
I found this piece of evidence myself, inside your safe. It goes without saying I did not have approval from the police department.
Rule number 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial.
And here is the crux of the matter. You see, at the time, it was impossible for me to prove the relevance between the cloth and the SL9 incident.
What? What kind of nonsense is this? You want relevancy? Just take a look. One look at this picture and...
Sorry, but can you recall? When was that picture presented?
That was only show a few moments ago. No.
He's right. At the beginning of today's trial, that piece of cloth was still meaningless.
The person who gave it value as evidence was you, Damon Gant.
You yourself confessed to a certain truth.
Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest?
Oh, yes. Wow. No!
It was then that you approved this cloth as conclusive evidence. Yes, you, the chief of police, personally approved this cloth.
The only person who could have cut this from the victim's vest is the one who stood before Prosecutor Marshall in his final moments. In other words, the real murderer. And there's only one person who that could be. Damon Gant. The killer was you.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that. Even though clearly, why? I knew I should have gotten rid of him. That good-for-nothing scum. For 2 years, he's been snooping around the department trying to get something on me.
Welcome back, Kobus. Roll one in
Hey,
court.
Kobus.
Deny, deny, deny.
Rule number 1 is every day is Shut the Fuck Up Friday.
Crimes are being committed every day, and yet he insisted on hounding me. Because he knew the truth.
Well, your crime wasn't exactly petty.
He wanted to reinvestigate the case. He recruited Angel Stark, then convinced Bruce Goodman.
Detective Goodman?
Yeah, that's right.
If the evidence is transferred, I'll lose my only chance to find out the truth. Please, you've got to help me.
Goodman turned him down, and he ought to. As he ought to. Still, Jake Marshall didn't know when to quit.
He stole Goodman's ID card and tried to take the evidence.
Goodman came to me that day. He wanted to file a lost item report. I went with him to the evidence room. Then all of a sudden he decided to speak out. What are you talking about, Goodman?
Oh yeah, I don't think, we haven't actually heard Goodman speak yet, have we?
We have not.
Yeah,
no.
until now, no.
Who should voice him then?
I can cover him since I've pretty much just had Edgeworth.
Sure.
Sure.
Can you please reopen the investigation, Chief? We can't transfer the evidence out. There are too many questions left unanswered.
You can voice Goodman.
He opened his evidence locker, and as he was taking the evidence out, he said,
It's not too late. I'm going to hand all this over to Marshall.
well, to be honest, I was a bit taken aback by his words. I had a bad feeling when he came to see me, but I never thought he would bring up Elsa 9. That's when I saw it, that accursed knife. I couldn't just pull it out.
You...
It took me a while to understand.
Oh no, Ali sent me a shit post.
Oh, I see.
Doing so would have only led to more blood, making it near impossible to hide your crime.
Even so, the blood was just pouring out. I didn't know who might stumble in, so I hurried to wipe it up. I was worrying so much about the flood that I didn't realize my fatal mistake.
The bloody handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker.
I used to be known as the crime computer. But everyone has to start somewhere, I guess. I was too nervous. I had no business doing any of it.
Then you put the body in my car.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I couldn't think of any other way to move the body. I broke your truck, but what's the big deal? You make a lot more than us detectives ever will. Kind of, yeah.
Maybe you fucking don't. Yeah. Leaving the prosecution's car aside, how? How could you get Miss Sky involved in all of this?
Well, she has as much to lose as if I did if the truth came out.
So you took the evidence from Detective Goodman's locker?
Hey, Cav, except Gumshoe. Yeah, especially since Gumshoe got fired.
Damn, true. So we're just back
Yeah,
to 8
legit.
now.
Yeah.
I feel bad for having to do it. I also didn't have the time to pick and choose what to take.
I'm glad Gumshoe found his true calling. Yeah, I need to watch the
Yeah, I know.
stage show at some point.
Found his true
Legit.
calling as the Blue Badger's mother.
Thank God. Not that mother freaker.
So, you left the jar fragments and the glove.
Yeah. looks like I was better off being an investigator, better of crime than a committer. They all did their best to get in my way. I got to hand it to them. They do their jobs well, much to my dismay.
Fake evidence doesn't hold up very well upon close examination. You must have known that.
Tell me, Worthy, why do you stand in this court?
Me?
You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me. We're the same, kind of. One day you understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go it alone.
Handcuffs. He's Phoenix's man. True.
When I'm not alone. And then he just fucks
Yeah.
Phoenix bareback on the witness stand.
Oh my. Wonder if this line will ever be a thing. Well, looks like it's time to say goodbye. Oh, Uji. What? Looks like we'll have to cancel that lunch date. Sorry, old friend. I'm sorry too, Demon Gant. I knew you as you used to be long ago. You were once a fine investigator, and an example to others on the force. I'm sorry to learn that you are no longer that person. Maybe he never was. Those days are gone now, Uji. Thanks for the good memories, though. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Now you have Righto here. And Worthy. With these two around, you can't go wrong. Legit, yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I can hear them already. That melodious sound of a new beginning.
And as a member of the police force, he received 6 months of paid administrative leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are two things I want you to understand.
Yes?
First, your sister never hurt anyone. Second, Damon Gant betrayed you from the beginning. Thank you for the hydrate. Everyone else is free to do so as well. Posture has been checked. We are standing up straight. Or sitting up straight, rather. You see, Miss Sky, you no longer have any reason to keep silent.
You're right. When this trial is over, I'll tell everything.
Orange was ejected.
All that I've done these past 2 years. From the time I had Gant help me forge evidence, up until today.
Sorry, was typing something. So, it seems all the questions raised in this trial have been answered.
I'm sorry, Miss Sky. I couldn't get you out of all your trouble.
My. What high standards you have for a rookie. I can see why Mia thought so highly of you. Who knows? A few years from now, you just might make it to the top. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright.
Miss Sky,
He's smiling at least.
And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You've suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. Believe me, I know how much of an ordeal it's been for you.
It was nothing.
liar.
Yosuke.
I was worried the pressure might break you. And yet... you rose above it all and guided Mr. Wright to victory. You've done well, Mr. Edgeworth.
Stop it. I only did my job.
In light of this case, it seems a good self-examination is in order for all of us. Miss Sky,
Yes, Your Honor?
you are innocent of murder. However, although the chief blackmailed you, the fact that you still acted as his accomplice, a trial will be scheduled for these crimes at a later date.
Yes. I understand, Your Honor.
Is there something amusing about all of this? Why are you smiling? Really?
It's been a long time, Your Honor. A long time since I felt free of these heavy chains.
Well, this trial has gone on for far too long already. You have no idea.
You're telling us, Your Honor.
Trial Ladder Part 2, Chapter 2, Intermission 2.
Legit, yeah. Regarding the charge of murder, this court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky, not guilty. Finally!
Hooray!
That is all. This court is adjourned.
District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2.
God damn it! I lost the time to make the joke.
Dang.
At long last, it's finally over. Emma?
That
There we go.
Why the long face? I'm sorry your sister didn't get completely off the hook. But at least she wasn't convicted for a murder she didn't commit.
No, that's not it. Just now, after the trial ended, I can see why Mia Fey thought so highly of you. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright. And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You've suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. You've done well. You know, I did my best too. But Lana didn't say a single word to me.
Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later.
Wait, Detective Gumshoe. What is it?
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Making a detective run all around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. Hey,
Please.
lighten up, pals. I'm only kidding.
Oh. Are you here because of my sister again?
Nope, not this time. I came today because of... well, because of you, pal.
You, wow, oh my goodness.
Me?
That's right. I thought you'd like to see someone.
Lana!
Should you be doing this? She's still under arrest, you know.
Well, I won't tell if you won't.
Emma. I owe you an apology. It's okay, sis. Don't worry about it. That day, 2 years ago, was the first time in my life I ever panicked. It was all I could do to keep myself from screaming. All I could think about was keeping you from getting wrapped up in that mess. Sis. I asked Gant to help me cover up the truth. I thought I was doing it for your sake. But now, I realize I was wrong. I changed after that day. I had to. It was the only way I could make it through the past 2 years. I knew how much I was hurting you by distancing myself. But I couldn't bring myself to tell you what I did. I was scared. Scared that you'd look at me with those eyes of yours. I was scared of how you'd react if you knew. But sis, you were only doing it for me. No. Huh? I turned my back on you that day. In hiding what I believed to be the truth, I was deceiving you. Sis. I'm such a fool. Took me all this time to realize it. Emma, I'm so sorry. But sis, you don't have to apologize. I'm happy now. You're happy? Don't.
What?
Saffron in the chat.
Oh my goodness.
Of course. You know, sis, I always knew that one day you'd come back. And now you have. Oh, Emma. Emma.
No one can change the past. The only thing we can do is strive to make up for our mistakes. Why must we make up for our mistakes, you ask? Because in so doing, we can find the way back to our rightful path. And it is from there that we can move on toward a brighter future. At least, that's what I felt, watching the two sisters make up.
Mr. Wright. Mr. Gumshoe.
Me?
Thank you both for all that you've done. I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Isn't that right, Edgeworth?
Edgeworth?
Stop hiding and come over here.
Where was he hiding?
I just came to say... congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Right. Well, I'll be going now.
Mr. Edgeworth, I hope you don't blame yourself for what happened. We were the ones who acted corruptly, not you.
It's too late for me. No matter what anyone may say, I realized today that I can't correct my mistakes.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Not only that, but I don't even trust myself anymore. Chief Gant was right.
You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me, we're the same. No, you're... well, kind of. Just that part. One day you will understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man.
So true.
You see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go it alone. However, he is not alone.
Capcom writers if they weren't cowards.
I do despise criminals. I planned to dedicate my entire life to fighting them. But in order to fight crime on my own, I'd need a weapon. It's scary, but I've known that to be true for quite some time now.
But Edgeworth...
Who knows? Given enough time, I might have tried to pull something like Chief Gant did. That thought terrifies me. That's why I can't continue on as a prosecutor.
Edgeworth. Don't you understand? Damon Gant and your mentor, Manfred von Karma, were both the best of the best when it came to fighting crime.
That's when I found this legendary sword.
But they both made the same mistake.
Yeah. They tried to do it alone.
You said, in order to fight crime on my own, I'd need a weapon. That may be true, but think back to today's trial. You weren't alone. You were working together with your boyfriend, Mr. Wright.
Good one, you had to put that there.
I had to. And because of that partnership,
You
were
can just say
able to-
marriage.
Partnership, sure, yeah, partnership.
Yeah.
It's the 2020s, you don't have to say partnership anymore.
Yeah.
So true. You were able to present evidence that otherwise would have gone undiscovered. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright?
Huh? What? Oh, yeah. What is this, a pop quiz?
Oh yeah.
Come on, Mr. Wright. Show him what Lana's talking about.
Evidence, huh? Something that neither Edgeworth nor I would have been able to find on our own.
Yeah.
Hmm.
True.
Yep.
Wonder what it is.
Yeah, neither of us had this picture. That is true.
Well, that wasn't really a
Uh,
partnership.
really?
Like Lana just gave it to you.
A partnership.
Yeah.
How long ago was this again? Wait. Partnership, let me see.
Been that long, huh?
The evidence law. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's what. That's
That
just
was-
what Lana
that
gave
was-
you.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was- That's right. I mean,
Yeah, what had two parts?
what had
Yeah.
two parts? Oh, yeah, the evidence list. That's right.
There we go.
Yeah. That's that too. Yeah.
Of course, you would
That's-
see the picture.
That's picture I drew.
Our counterattack began with this. You had one half of the evidence list, and I had the other. Apart, we wouldn't have been able to completely restore Emma's picture.
That didn't just happen by chance, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's time for me to go.
Mr. Edgeworth.
If you'll excuse me. There are still some loose ends that need wrapping up. Take care, Chief Prosecutor.
Edgeworth, what will you do now? Well, whatever you do, just remember. You can let what happened kill the prosecutor in you, or you can let it help you grow. In the end, it's up to you.
I know. It seems I owe you my thanks too, Wright. But what I face now is my problem.
Edgeworth, I'll be waiting for you in court.
Farewell.
And,
I'd better be going too. Okay, but I'll be by to visit soon. It seems we both have a lot to learn and catching up to do. Here, this is a little something for you. Scientific investigation. It's the first book I ever bought. Study it well. Thanks, sis. I will.
And that duck has a lot of careers.
Yeah.
I know, they're so talented.
And so, another case came to a close. As for the sisters, I have faith. Faith that their lives have only just begun. And as for me, I think it's time I started on a new journey of my own.
We never saw them again.
A journey to rediscover myself.
Well, don't go trucking off just yet, pal.
Huh? What is it, Detective?
There's just a little matter to be resolved about the Chief Prosecutor.
Join us next week with the second game in the trilogy.
You see, she isn't supposed to be out of jail like this.
But
I thought you said it was okay.
Yeah, well, maybe okay with me, but the folks at the prison are a different story.
Huh?
Basically, I had to bribe a guard in order to sneak her out for 30 minutes. Believe me, it wasn't cheap either.
Oh my gosh, you didn't.
Huh?
way to go, Detective. I didn't know you had a wild side.
Yeah, well, you see, Mr. Wright here's the one who will be footing the bill.
Huh? Huh?
What, you think I could afford it with my salary? You gotta be kidding me, pal.
Huh? Huh?
Okay.
Huh?
Thank you, Mr. Wright. You're the best.
Why is it... I suddenly feel like I want to scream.
I wonder why.
Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we all go pay it off together?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Of course, it's not your money.
Come on, guys. Let's go.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Hey, James. Hope you're doing well.
You always gotta object at the very end.
Nice emote for this time.
I arranged for a friend of mine in Europe to take care of Emma. I hope she'll be pleased to study under a top coroner. As for me, this affair has pretty much ended my days at the prosecutor's office. Still, I'll manage to find my way back to the field somehow. Then, I'll be able to investigate crimes together with Emma.
Be on the lookout for more dialogue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes, I thought I was a goner for a moment there. In the end, though, they overlooked my unauthorized investigation of the chief's office. If we penalized you anymore, it'd be worse than firing you. Yep, that's what they said. It just goes to show, you can't shake me off that easy.
That's the spirit, Gumshoe.
Yeah.
I like that it's the fingerprinting tool being used for this. That's a nice touch.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
It's like a gum on your shoe. Oh,
Ugh.
Uh,
My new mission is to guard the main entrance and take care of Billy. Can you believe it? I've been demoted to a security guard. My partner's keeping an eye on the entrance for me today. I'll show them, though. Someday I'm going to make detective. Yes, sir. Then I can be just like that Dick Gumshoe.
good luck with that, buddy.
Yep.
oh yeah. You need a lot of luck. Probably more luck than anyone in this franchise ever saw.
He had to show up at least once.
Yeah.
It exists. Oh,
Oh. Oh, the berries are dead, finally.
Thank you for those wise words in your final moments.
hope you get to... It no longer exists.
Good.
Just like you, for real.
What is it? Can't you see I'm having me a showdown with the steak lunch partner? Miss Star managed to sneak this into me. She's seen one of the guards, it seems. Well, cowboy, looks like you did it. You even gave Bambina back a smile. Can you make sure Billy and the gang get their water?
He knows Meekins ain't gonna do it.
Legit, yeah.
Looks like we won't be seeing each other for a while. As a farewell gift, I'll put a new meal on the menu. The Right Way lunch. The top layer tastes as bitter as defeat. The bottom layer is as sweet as victory. Kids seem to dig the turnabout theme. It's a hot seller around exam time. Just make sure not to eat it backwards.
Sorry, just a sec.
Oh, okay.
I'll never forget what that young defense lawyer said after the trial. Let's see, what was his name again? Mr. Left? Really, Judge? Anyway, he said he'd be okay. Well, anyway, I've got another trial to get. Oh no, I forgot my gavel. Sorry, gotta go. I forget this is timed.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
you got the
there's-
speedrun voice act.
Yeah.
Yeah, not used to it.
Well, I mean, there's what was that guy's name again? There's Marvin Gaye.
Ah, nothing soothes the soul like fresh country air. Still, sometimes I do miss hearing you and your objection. Still, can't go back until I'm a full-fledged spirit medium.
Mystic Maya, afternoon training's about to begin.
Coming. Oh, see you around, Nick.
Yeah, she's doing her best.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth?
Mr. Edgeworth? Who was the bellboy again?
Oh, I'll take
What's
the bellboy.
going on?
Well, we had to speed run that, so guess it didn't really matter who had bellboy, right? Spoilers.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe.
Thanks for coming to see me off. Can't believe I'm going to Europe. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you so much for everything. I'm a little sad, but I'll be alright. Whenever I want to see Lana, all I have to do is open this book.
Oh, we can look at it.
Oh, that's cute.
Alright, let's see. Oh. Oh. Duck Detective.
That's very cute.
Yeah, I love this picture.
Aw.
Rise from the ashes.
Just
Alright. And now? Do we have to...
continue, I believe.
Is it?
No. Apparently not.
Uh,
New game, I believe, then.
yes, let's. Oh yeah, there it is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And here it is. The next one.
Justice.
For all.
Just for all.
And then this one later.
And then Trials and Tribulations. And then the one that
And who knows?
the one that was just announced, the investigations.
Did you
Oh,
rise
God,
from the
yes.
ashes like a phoenix? We sure did.
Yeah.
Let's see. Should we start this one up now just to get a teaser of what's to come?
Maybe? What do you
Uh,
think, Saffron?
I don't think it hurt.
Sure. The Lost Turnabout.
The Lost Turnabout.
Oh, there's already a new character in the background.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, this is not...
The Lost Turnabout. How did I get into this mess?
That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What have I done wrong?
I cannot allow you to go on like this.
Huh? But I'm just a simple defense attorney.
Silence. You are no longer worthy of your title.
Wild, right off the bat.
Yeah. Only because of a...
What a nightmare. I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before a trial starts anyway. Huh. Looks like they hung up.
Ah, good. I finally found it.
Okay, so Saffron's gonna be doing that guy.
Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but... It's nothing personnel, kid.
Kid? Oh,
Few minutes later.
Discord.
Alright. I think right here we can save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we'll save in slot 2
Sure.
as well.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. That's what to expect next time.
Yeah. It's,
Time
yeah. You
a
have to.
day, like
You
If
have to shoot the judge's weak point.
yeah.
for maximum damage.
Yeah.
If you hated characters like Salmonella, oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy. Not even.
Um,
Don't remind me.
Thankfully, he doesn't hit on anyone, as far as I can remember.
That's
Okay. Yeah. That's a fair point. That's a fair fucking point.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's technically,
Yep.
if you actually think about it, there's two.
Yeah.
That
No.
might,
I was.
you know,
I thought you were talking about the intro guy. Yeah. No. The game in general. It's not great with that.
yeah.
I'm mentally bracing myself.
Yeah. Just
Yeah. Do it.
you'll be fine until case 3, at which point brace yourself.
Oh boy. Alright then. This game has 2 amazing cases and 2 bad cases.
Oh, sorry, I may be messing Trials and Tribulations then. I really forgot most of the cases of Justice for All. Uh-oh.
What happened?
Besides the last one, the last one is the one that I actually remember.
Yeah, case 2 is it does have a not great character, but he's one part of the case. Case 3 is there's not everyone sucks. Everyone sucks.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's... Case 2 has interesting character.
Yeah. Yeah, the second one has a very bad character. No, it just going through.
Case 2 is a great case with one small part with an awful character.
Yeah.
Oh
boy. Well,
Case 3 has much bad characters, in my opinion.
Very minor and almost funny. Case 3 has problems. Case 4 is amazing.
Oh my god, yeah. Case 4 is...
Oh yeah, it has some
makes
problems. Not very bad.
Case 4 makes the struggle through Case 3 worth it.
Alright then.
It's quite big, technically. Another one of these types of cases, like Case 5.
Case 3 is fine if you don't look at all the bad parts of it.
I do hear that they like improved the hell out of Case 3 for the anime. I actually haven't watched past the first season of that. I need to get on that, but yeah.
I never saw Gyakuten Saiban, so I only play the games, and that's all I know.
Yeah, that's something else I gotta watch.
And by the way, in Case 2, Saffron, the Japanese version of Sid character was even worse.
Oh yeah, there was actually a whole... I think I mentioned this before, but there's like a whole blog post about the localization process, and like they go into detail about how like the dialogue is worse, but they also detail how like it is a cultural thing, and in the Japanese version, it's very clearly that like we're supposed to be mocking him. Like there's like it's not meant to excuse him. It's just that they have like culturally there is it's more acceptable to joke about it, and like in the sense of mocking him, like Janet Shu, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean it's a different country, different laws altogether, different mindset.
I mean, not even different laws. Like they make it clear that no, like the Japanese version is like, hey, this guy's a piece of shit, but you know, have fun making fun of him.
Hmm.
I see.
Ace 5 was very interesting. Yeah, I did really appreciate how much depth this particular case had.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Like so much went into case 5. It
A lot.
it definitely felt very elaborate. I like the
Oh,
blue patcher videos.
Oh my god.
Let's reload that save and watch it again.
Can we do that?
I think you can. Yeah, if you go into the court record and
Yeah, it's in the evidence.
yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
I don't see why not. Ugh. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. I will be back on Monday. I'm going to play the epilogue of the Pokemon Scarlet DLC, Mochi Mayhem.
Oh, that's gonna be a fun stream.
We can do that, doesn't. I'm sparing you all, chat. I'm sparing you from having to look at the blue badger again.
Thank you.
But yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and raid Winterbit. She is currently opening some Pokemon TCG packs.
Yo.
This nope sign I found. Congratulations on being one of the 5 Blue Badger fans, Kovis.
5? Only 5? Only 5? I thought it was like 3 or 2.
I was being generous. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start the raid. I don't really have a raid message. They are rising, perhaps from the ashes even. But you're also a Blue Badger
I
fan.
like I like that one. There are -1 Blue Badger fans.
Justice for Blue Badger.
Let's better do like this. I like it. I think this makes it better.
Thank you for giving Benjamin head pats, Kovis.
Oh, very nice.
thank
I
you,
think
Benjamin.
this looks better.
Well, excuse
No justice for Blue
me,
Badger.
princess.
I'll think about it, Kovis. I'll think
Yeah,
about adding
I
that
think
one.
she deserves it.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start the raid now. The slug needs head pats. True. Alright, Alright, the raid has started. Everybody
Take care.
Congratulations, you won.
Have a good time of day wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Bye everyone. Bye.
Bye.